presse en lille smule, inden der kommer nogen her. Skal vi så få noget billede på? Vugti. Sådan der. Og hvis du har klikket på noget, som, hvor det ser ud som om der skal ske noget, og noget med Piers Creative Corner, så har du klikket ind hos mig. Hej Helle, velkommen til. Og det er min søndagsstream, du har klikket ind på, og det betyder, at her kl. 3, så mellem 3 og 4, der kører jeg, det lyder meget fint, ikke? Kører jeg en dansk stream, hvor jeg taler udelukket taler dansk, og så fra klokken 4-ish, måske mellem 4 og halv 5, der kører jeg den på engelsk, og det betyder så, at så går jeg ligesom, hvad skal man sige, back to normal. Så bliver det for alle. Hvor her, der, jeg ser det sådan lidt som kan man sige her mellem klokken 3 og 4, der er det sådan lidt mere eksklusivt kun for jer, der kan forstå dansk. Så det må I gerne føle noget særligt. Nej. Jeg hedder Pia, og normalt vil jeg sige, der laver jeg rigtig meget damepainting. Men i dag, der har jeg simpelthen besluttet, at jeg skal lave noget damepainting. Jeg vil faktisk starte med at strikke lidt her, mens jeg venter på, at folk kommer på. Og så laver jeg nok noget korsting, eller jeg laver en unboxing sidst i den danske del. Og det er fordi, det kan også godt være, at det bliver den første del af den engelske del, fordi at det jeg vil unboxe er det billede, som jeg har tænkt mig, at jeg skal bruge til Some of the Masters, som jeg vil fortælle om, både her på den danske del og på den engelske del. Og det må jeg bare beklage meget, at der måske kommer nogle gentagelser her, at efter, om man nu sidder her hele dagen, eller kun sidder under noget af det, så er der altså nogle ting, der måske bliver gentaget lidt. Og det, sådan er det. Det er vilkårene. Det som jeg laver her med min strikpinde, det er en klud. Det er faktisk et håndklæde, jeg er i gang med at strikke. Sådan et badehåndklæde, ikke et badehåndklæde, nej det er jeg ikke i gang med at strikke, men et lille håndklæde til badeværelset. Og jeg har nemlig det her garn, og det her garn er sådan noget, som både kan tåle at blive vasket og tumpet og alt muligt. Og så er jeg ude i at prøve at strikke patent. Og det er en opskrift, jeg har fundet på det her patent her. Og det er ganske nemt, synes jeg i virkeligheden. Og det der lidt er lidt sjovt, det er, fordi jeg strikker også et lille badehåndklæde. Et lille håndklæde til badeværelset. Det hækler jeg også. Og det synes jeg ikke lige så nemt. Jeg fandt en fejl på det her på et tidspunkt, og så pillede jeg hele gøjemådet op og startede forfra. Så nu er jeg snart næsten tilbage til, hvor jeg var henne, da jeg pillede op. Så jeg havde lidt forestillet mig, at jeg ville strikke hele det her nøgle her, og så måske lægge denne her farve her op i toppen af det. Det kunne jeg godt. Fordi jeg har flere nøgler af dem her, og så kunne jeg måske lægge sådan en 2-3 rækker, eller måske mere. Jeg tænkte bare at lave sådan en stribe op for oven, så vi får en giver der op og ned. Hej Ulla, velkommen til. Dejligt at se jer. Hej, og den kører, kan rent faktisk finde ud af at køre med at jeg har den åben, kan vide. Det kan være, fordi der er lidt mere stille generelt på Twitch her om søndagen. Nu kører jeg i hvert fald med det, og hvis det bliver problemer, og begynder at skippe nogle billeder og sådan noget, jeg kan se, så lukker jeg bare ned. Det er sådan lidt, jeg er ikke altid helt sikker på, om det er min computer, der ikke kan finde ud af det, som jeg kan processe kraft nok, eller om det er på grund af Twitch. At den måske ikke altid, at den måske nogle gange er overbelastet i der torsdag og fredag, så, og det kan også godt være, det er en kombination af dem. Så tænker jeg lidt, at så her, måske de første kvarter, 20 minutter eller sådan noget, maks 20 minutter, så vil jeg strikke, og så kunne vi så enten, så vil vi se, hvad folk helst ville, om jeg skal gå i gang med noget korsting, eller om jeg bare skal lave den der unboxing der. Nå, har I været ude og nyde det gode vejr? Det er jo så nærmest blevet forår, de har lovet op til 20 grader i næste uge, og som jeg sagde, ja, det passer med 1. maj, så smider jeg strømperne. Ja, ikke fordi, fordi jeg har ikke strømper på normalt, når jeg er indenfor, men i hvert fald når jeg skal udenfor, så er det sådan lidt, det har altid været sådan, hvad skal man sige, skæringsdato for mig. Så kan jeg begynde at rende rundt med bare fødder i skoene. Så det har sådan altid været det. Så, og så kom jeg sådan lige i tanke om, fordi jeg var jo sådan lidt, det der med, at vi havde afskaffet store bededag, det havde jeg jo ligesom glemt alt om, så jeg troede sådan set, at alle andre også havde fri fredags. Det havde alle andre ikke. Så, og omvendt så kom jeg sådan lige i tanke om, da jeg stod og snakkede med min mand her. Nå ja, forresten, du er jo nu blevet medlem i sådan en firma, der holder fri 1. maj. Så han er hjemme 1. maj. Juppie. Det er okay. Det er okay. Så ja. Hvad så, I 2 tøser, der er på her? Hvad laver I? Har I gang i noget med noget håndarbejde, eller tøffer I bare rundt og gør søndagsrengøring, eller... Jeg mærkte bordet, det var sådan lige højt nok. Sådan sad nærmest med skuldrene op omkring ørerne. Så var jeg ude hos min hest i går, og det var jo som altid, var det jo meget, meget rørende og dejligt. Og, jeg har ikke nogen hest, men den hest, jeg rider på, og vi har et ret specielt forhold til hinanden. Så min ridelærer var ude at ride på ham, da jeg kom, og så kunne han jo næsten ikke, han kunne godt, men han gik sådan med hovedet og ørerne var vendt mod mig, mens han gik lige ud. Det så ret morsomt ud. Og så kunne han slet ikke finde ud af at stå stille, da hun skulle af, hvilket han jo normalt altid gør. Men fordi at han ville over at græsse, fordi hun havde været over at græsse med ham dagen før, det var jeg lige stød, og så ville han over til mig. Så det var sådan, du må ikke grine af mig, når jeg sidder og spiser morgenmad. Det er kun 20 minutter siden jeg vundet. Men jeg har så mange smørter i ryggen. Det griner jeg da ikke af, Ulla. Det griner jeg da ikke af. Jo, også. Det kender jeg altid, det der. Jeg håber, de får styr på det der med din ryg. Det er ikke sjovt at have smerter. Ej, og så også fordi jeg så sagde til min ridelærer i går, at jeg havde min mand med, fordi han skulle sådan lige hjælpe mig, når jeg skulle ned af hesten, så jeg ikke fik trådt forkert på det der knæ. Jeg har et knæ, der jeg døjer lidt med i øjeblikket. Og det er sådan lidt med, at jeg kan mærke, at hvis jeg laver for vrede sådan lidt forkert i det, hvilket man jo nogle gange gør, når man, blandt andet hvis man sidder på en kontorstol, og i stedet for at dreje kroppen med rundt, så drejer man kun noget af kroppen, og så er det ikke altid knæet, det så bliver drejet med. Så se, nu begynder jeg at tage billeder, kan jeg se. Okay, vi lukker den her ned. For den har faktisk kørt rimelig godt de andre dage, torsdag og fredag. Kan jeg kunne se, når jeg så har fulgt med på min telefon eller min tablet med den. Så det gør vi bare igen. Det gør vi bare igen. Så jeg havde min mand med, så han lige kunne... Ja, det er ikke fordi han skal løfte eller noget som helst. Men han er bare, når jeg glider ned af hesten, så er han bare med til at støtte op omkring, at jeg lige får... Han gør ligesom han ville gøre til, hvis vi havde været til gymnastik, og han skulle støtte mig i et spring eller et eller andet. Så det ser også, sagde man kan godt se, at I har været gymnaster begge to. Det har I gjort før sammen. Jeg ved ikke, om vi lige har gjort den der situation, men vi har aldrig set sammen før. Så. Nej, og da så, jamen altså, han var frisk og frejdig og glad. Han var ikke sådan meget på tværs i går. Han var bare sådan, altså, og så er han bare, så der inden jeg stod op på ham, så stod han bare puttet mulen ned sådan ned i mine skuldre, sådan ligesom, som de også gør på hinanden. Så jeg var sådan, det kunne jeg jo næsten ikke rumme. Min ridelærer stod bare, hvor er han så, altså. Så. Og det gør han ikke sådan med hvem som helst. Det er, jeg tror faktisk, jeg er den eneste, han gør det med. En anden ting, han her også kun har gjort med mig, det er, at han har gabt sammen med mig. Og når en hest gaber, så er det et tegn på veltilfredshed. Altså, den er virkelig glad og tilfreds med situationen. Den har det godt, den føler sig tryg, og der er ikke noget, den er bekymret for, kan man sige. Så jeg tror faktisk, det var sidste gang, og så var det forrige gang, hvor jeg var ude ride på mig, da jeg så havde sadlet ham af og sådan noget, der stod han bare der og gabte helt vildt, og det var helt sådan, hvad med hvad? og spænde kæberne ned der, så jo. Så han, altså, og der er ingen tur for hver gang jeg kommer, så bliver det bare mere og mere, altså. Så jeg har også, vi har snakket om, at jeg skal ride, altså jeg rider også sådan en, jeg arbejder på ham, der arbejder jeg meget med overgangene, fra skridt til joggen. Fordi det er ikke svært at få fart på ham. Altså ham kan du så bare slippe tøjlerne, så løber han. Det gør han så ikke vel, fordi det vil han ikke kunne finde på med mig, fordi vi har det her samarbejde, men og det ved han godt, det ville jeg ikke synes var okay, men han er meget, der skal meget lidt til. Omvendt vil jeg så også sige, at han er faktisk så finfølende, og fordi vi har et længere forløb, ham og jeg, så de dage, hvor jeg ikke har det så godt, når jeg sætter mig op på ham, så er der faktisk ikke noget, han hverken trækker i tøjlen, eller lægger væk på bidet, eller ikke kan få noget at gå lige, eller noget, og den ene af gangene, der prøvede jeg at sætte ham i trav, eller i joggen der ville han, altså han vidste godt, hvad det var, jeg bad ham om, og han gik smadret hurtigt, men han gik ikke op i joggen, fordi det var ligesom om, han godt mærke, at min krop var ikke til, at den kunne holde sig oven på ham, hvis jeg havde gjort det. Det var sådan hans fornemmelse af det, ikke? Så, og det er faktisk ret flot, altså ret imponerende. Så der er rigtig meget, som ham og jeg, vi får sammen, og det synes jeg bare er rigtig fedt, altså, og det er den bedste løsning for mig, når nu jeg ikke har hverken kræfterne eller pengene til at have egen hest. Så det, at jeg kan få et forløb og et samarbejde med en hest på den måde, så det bliver faktisk så tæt som bare det min egen. Og vi har også snakket om, at jeg, når nu vi har det, som vi har det, mig og alt på sammen, så bliver det også noget med, at til sommer, så sætter vi lidt ekstra tid af, og så kan jeg også få lov til at strile ham og være med til at rense hove og sådan noget. Fordi det er også en del af det at være sammen med ham, og vores styrke, vores venskab. Så han, altså, når jeg tager derud og rider, og når jeg møder op der, så går vi ind og henter sadlen sammen. Vi sidder lige og snakker først. Men så går vi ind og henter sadlen sammen, og den lægger vi op. Og den ene af grunden, altså man kan sige, dybest set, hvis jeg var høj nok og stor nok og alle de her ting, så ville jeg selv lægge sadlen på, sådan fysisk på, ikke? Hvis man er helt ny, så lægger min ridelærer sadlen på, og så stille og roligt, så er man 2 om at lægge den på, og så på et eller andet tidspunkt, så får du lov til selv at lægge den på. Sådan bare op på ryggen af hesten, fordi så har du lært, og du har set, hvordan hun har gjort det, og så kopierer man selvfølgelig hende, og man kommer først til det, når hun vurderer, at man er god nok til det, eller tryg nok ved det. Så det jeg gør, det er, at vi lægger den op sammen, og det er fordi, det er en stor westernsæde, den er ret tung, og den skal også op på en hest, der er 170 i stang, så han er ret høj, jeg kan ikke kigge over ryggen på ham, så vi får den op sammen, der budt op på ryggen, og så går hun om på den anden side, og lige får justeret stigbøjlen deromme, og lige vi rykker sadlen på plads, og så så spænder jeg jorden, så tager hun lige og smutter jorden ind under buen på ham, og så tager jeg imod den, og så spænder jeg jorden, og så justerer jeg stigbøjlen over i min side, og hun er så inden der har hun lagt hovedtøj på dem. Og så er jeg klar. Så ude på ridebanen, der er der en skammel, så den bruger, når jeg skal stige op. Når så er færdig med at ride, så spænder jeg jorden op, og hvis det er, at hvis det kun er mig, der er der, så skubber hun på for at få sadlen af ham, så tager jeg bare imod den, og så lægger jeg den lige på bukken, og så bærer vi den ind, eller bærer jeg den ind senere, eller bagefter. Og hvis min mand er der til at hjælpe, jamen så tager han den. Han er stærk nok til at sådan at hive den af ham, kan man sige. Jeg tror også nogle gange, at min ridelærer på for lidt en gang til, fordi det er nemmere. Også fordi, at Albert, han har et sindssygt godt sædeleje, så den sidder bare suget til hesten, den der sadel der. Og når så vi sådan lige har nusset færdigt sådan noget, så har jeg så, det nye er så, at jeg har fået lov til at tage hovedtøj af ham. Så da han er en meget stor hest, så skal han jo lige sænke hovedet, og jeg har aldrig prøvet sådan noget først, så det skulle jeg jo også lige finde ud af, hvordan man gør. Men der er han utrolig sød og meget tålmodig, og så hvis han ikke skal lave mere den dag, så tager jeg grimen af ham, og ellers så bliver jeg grimen på. Og så siger man, nu så er jeg lidt færdig, og så siger jeg pænt tak for i dag. Og så skal jeg lige sørge for at kigge ham i øjnene en gang, han er sagt lige sådan. Fordi ellers hvis jeg bare vender mig om at gå, så kan det godt risikere, at han følger med, fordi så har jeg ligesom i hans sprog bedt ham om at gå med, ikke? Så ja. Så det er sådan en time hos hende, kan man sige, foregå. Og så, da jeg startede, der havde hun jo hold. Det har hun så ikke mere. Nu i dag, der kører hun ren en-til-en ridning. Så booker man en time. Så hvis det er ude, at du en dag kommer til Sjælland, så må du endelig se til i god tid, fordi så kan jeg godt sørge for, at du får booket, eller jeg kan godt booke en time for dig, og så kan du komme op og prøve at sidde på en af de der fantastiske heste, hun har. Så må vi jo tage ud og spise noget mad eller et eller andet bagefter. Så ja. Det var en aftale. Altså, hun er utrolig sød, og jeg havde en bekendt på et tidspunkt, som sagde, hun var vildt bange for heste og sådan noget, men ville godt prøve, så man kunne krydse den grænse der. Og der snakkede jeg med min ridelærer, og sagde, at hun tager hende med og sådan noget, og så snakker jeg med hende om, hvad målet er, og hvis hun er mest tryg ved, at du også står derude, så kan vi sagtens stå derude begge to. Og så tager vi det bare, som det kommer, og jeg fortæller hende lidt om, hvad det er for nogle signaler, hesten sender, og hvordan man selv kan sige fra over en hest, og hvad de her do's and don'ts med hestene, og hvis hun så stadigvæk ikke, hvis det er rigeligt for hende, hvis hun allerede der har overskredet adskillige af hendes grænser, jamen så kan det være nok. Men hvis hun er mod på det, så kan hun få lov til at gå op og sidde på den, så kan jeg trække hende rundt. Eller hun kan selv ride rundt en enkelt gang, eller 2 gange, eller resten af timen, alt efter, hvor hun er henne. Og det synes jeg bare er så fedt. Altså, min ridelærer er sindssygt god til mennesker. Hun har også kørt nogle teambuilding-kurser og sådan noget med hestene. Fordi hestesprog jo også handler meget om at kunne kommunikere med kroppen, og ikke så meget med ordene. Og være det her åben og ærlig, men samtidig også, hvad er det, der skaber en leder og sådan noget, ikke? Så, ja. Så jeg kan vi lige give den 10 minutter mere, og så tror jeg, vi skal se på det der. Hvad siger I til, at vi ser på det der billede, der jeg har liggende til Some of the Masters? Og så kan jeg snakke lidt om det. Og så kan vi lave enkeltkort bagefter. Og så tror jeg, det kommer til at passe med tiden i forhold til den engelske del. Min mand har fundet en fuglerede, hvor der ligger 3 små fugleunger i den. Skal jeg følge med i små fugleunger i? Så dem skal jeg følge med. Ja, selvfølgelig skal du følge med i, det bliver større og større. Og så håbe på, at der ikke kommer en kat forbi og spiser. Eller et æren, eller noget andet. Ja, men sådan er naturen jo. Nå. Men de er også i fuld gang herhjemme, altså som du også selv siger, når du kan høre fuglene derude jo. Så bliver der pippet på livet løs herude. Jeg tror, det man kan høre mest, det er, når solsorten gør amok. Jeg tror, det er det, du hørte her forleden aften, hvor du sagde, at du kunne høre fuglene. Det, altså sosu, vi har 2 sosu-par herude, og de er nogle gange ikke helt enige om grænserne i haven, tror jeg. Jeg tror lidt, det er sådan lidt... Ja. De er hissige, de der sosuer. Det er nogle hissige nogen. Så... Så det er sådan, og når jeg så har været ude sådan nogle timer der at ride, så er jeg gerne sådan lidt vasket, når jeg kommer hjem, ikke? Så, men jeg fik lavet noget på siblings i går, så jeg fik lavet ægget færdigt. Hun sidder og holder sådan et æg. Og så tænker jeg, at jeg laver så meget, som jeg kan magte det her, hvor jeg er færdig med at streame i dag, af hendes skuldre og sådan det der resten der. Det er cirka halvvejs der, hvor jeg sluttede i går. Så det kunne være rigtig, rigtig fedt, hvis jeg kunne lave resten i dag af den der. Fordi så har jeg kun 2 rækker tilbage, ikke? Men nu ser vi ad. Men jeg tænker, at næste uge, så er jeg færdig med det. Altså, så mere længere kommer det ikke til at tage. Så er jeg færdig med det siblings, og ikke på onsdag bliver det ikke, men på torsdag, der går jeg i gang med Songs Under the Cherry Tree. Og jeg tager den med på streamen, fordi jeg synes, at det kunne være lidt hyggeligt at starte op der, sammen med hvem der nu dukker op og sidder og laver det på streamen. Også fordi det kan jeg sagtens. Det er ikke vildt meget større end min lysplade er. Så har jeg jo fået... jeg har næsten fået færdigt etableret mit kontor herhjemme. Jeg har jo hjemmearbejdsplads. Det har været sådan lidt scruffy, fordi det var sådan egentlig ikke noget, som firmaet var gearet til, at deres medarbejdere skulle arbejde så meget hjemme. Omvendt havde de faktisk ikke rigtig noget kontor, de kunne sætte mig hen på, så det blev lidt sådan, det blev. Men nu har jeg så fået en ny computer, og jeg har fået en ny skærm. Jeg har fået en... Og det er lidt det her med... Nogle gange kan jeg godt blive sådan lidt, der skal ikke så meget til. Jeg har fået sådan en post-it holder, så man sådan kan... Så tager man en post-it, så ligger der en ny klar. Ikke sådan en lille fin en. Og den er ikke noget. Det er ikke noget fancy noget. Der er hverken app eller noget til. Men det gør bare, at det her lille setup, jeg har med lille, det er det faktisk ikke, men mit kontor, at det fuldender kontoret. Og så har jeg fået ryddet bagved, men havde jeg det har jeg stadigvæk, sådan en rumdeler, hvor i gamle dage, da jeg læste rundt til socialrådgiver, der stod alle mine socialrådgiverbøger, der er mapper og projektmapper og hvad ved jeg. Men i lang tid har det bare været sådan noget opbevaring. Så der har jeg ryddet en hylde, i 2 rum, og det er mere end rigeligt. Altså, så det nederste rum, der har jeg så stillet nogle af de ting, jeg tænker, jeg stadigvæk kan få brug fra min rådgivertid, og så rummet ovenover, og så blev det her kontorhylde, hvor jeg har mapperne stående, jeg bruger og sådan noget. Og i morgen skal jeg ud og købe et par blokke. Jeg har sådan en journalblok-agtig ting, som jeg er ved at bruge, den er ved at være brugt, og jeg skal have en ny. Og det er sådan en, jeg tror, jeg købte den i tiger eller sådan noget, ikke? Men den er smadret smart, fordi det er sådan en med en evighedskalender i, så man kan bare cirkle om, der står månederne, og der står de der 30-31 dage, og så står der sådan en, hvor der står 20 et eller andet, eller sådan noget. Ja, 20. Og så skal man bare sætte cirkel, og så skrive, hvad årstal det nu er. Smadret smart. Jeg aner ikke, hvor jeg købte den henne. Så nu må jeg tænke, at jeg tager i morgen, har de lovet godt vejr, så i morgen kører jeg til byen. Jeg kører til København. Nej, jeg kører til Roskilde i morgen. Og så ser jeg på, om jeg dernede kan finde i en af de, enten i Søsten Grene, eller i Bog ID, eller whatever. Og så ser jeg, om jeg kan finde en eller anden i samme stil. Fordi det, der er godt ved det er 4, og jeg har rigtig, rigtig meget glæde af den plads, jeg har i 4. Men også fordi det er sådan lidt mere ikke en bog, men ligesom en kalender med fast forbag. Så i stedet for det er sådan en college book, som er sådan noget blødt noget, så vil jeg gerne have noget, der var en lille smule mere formaliseret-agtigt. når jeg sidder og holder styr på mine opgaver og sådan noget. Så det er rent arbejde. Og så vil jeg gerne have en lidt mindre bog. Men det der er, at jeg skal have sådan nogle, der er med spiralryg, fordi jeg er jo venstrehåndet. Og de der almindelige små kinebøger, jeg kan simpelthen ikke skrive med min venstre hånd i de bøger der. Jeg kommer altid op og slås med det. Så jeg skal bare have fundet en lidt mindre, sådan en, der er mindre end en halv af 5 eller sådan noget. Kunne jeg godt tænke mig. Fordi jeg skal holde øje med mit blodtryk, som en del af det her type 2 diabetes. Og i øjeblikket, der er det sådan en 5, jeg har liggende i blok, og det, altså, den er i vejen, og jeg får rykket rundt på den hele tiden, og jeg kan bare slet ikke finde det, for det duer ikke. Så jeg har sådan nogle forskellige ting, jeg skal i morgen, eller som jeg gerne vil have gjort i morgen. Så nu er det jo også, der går løn ind i morgen, og i overmorgen går der jo penge ind fra kommunen, så nu må vi se. Men altså, min mand startede et nyt job igen her i mandags. Endnu en gang. Nu håber jeg på, at det er sidste gang her inden næste stykke tid i hvert fald. Man skal jo aldrig sige aldrig. Men jeg håber på det, fordi så kan der kan falde lidt ro på det og sådan noget. Men når jeg tænker over det her, vi er jo ikke færdige. Altså, jeg sagde til min chef i Onsdags, da jeg var på kontoret, jeg har så lært, at jeg skal ikke skrive breve, når jeg er vred. Altså, hold nu op, jeg har normalt rimelig høj skrivehastighed. Det bliver ikke mindre, når jeg er godt galt i skralden, vil jeg så sige. Så det gjorde jeg så her i mandag tirsdag. Der måtte jeg sådan lige... Der skrev jeg, og så omformulerede jeg igen. Altså. Og han har ikke hørt noget fra det. Jeg tror ikke, han kommer til at høre noget fra det faglige hus. Altså fordi, hvad skal de svare? Altså, det var sådan lidt, de kan jo ikke svare noget. Men mindre de svarer, at vi vil gerne føre den i retten, jamen, så kan de jo ikke give os et svar, som vi gerne vil have. Altså, så han skal bare have meldt sig ud, han skal melde sig ind i Dansk Elforbund, og så går resten af sig selv. Altså. Så. Så jeg tænker, at det bliver ikke før her i juli måned eller sådan noget, kommer vi sådan, jeg vil ved at kan sådan danne et seriøst overblik over skadernes omfang, fordi det har altså haft nogle konsekvenser det her, at vi lige pludselig havde en måned, hvor vi stort set ikke har nogen indkomst, den min jo. Og jeg tjener jo som flexjobber, tjener jeg næsten ikke noget jo i den forbindelse. Man kan sige, at den indkomst, vi har herhjemme, der står min mand jo for, i hvert fald godt og vel 2/3 af den, for måske endda lidt mere, ikke? Altså, jeg er jo sådan bare en sidebemærkning, hvad det angår. Så det, når vi lige pludselig ikke har hans, så er vi altså lidt mere på den, end vi er med på den. Nu må vi se. Det er jo rart, at han har fået arbejde, og han virker glad for det. Det er sådan lidt han har lavet sådan, komme full circle. Altså, han har været hele vejen rundt nu. Han startede som almindelig elektriker, han er uddannet elinstallatør også. Og så har han arbejdet i sin tid startede han med at arbejde for CS, NVE, og der jeg kan ikke huske, hvornår han stoppede der. Så begyndte han på kabellægning, det vil sige, at han var med til at lægge alt det, der var højspændingskablerne, det der var i luften, det blev lagt ned i jorden, det var han med til at gøre. Og så har han så kørt her de sidste 7 år på at lave eftersyn og reparationer på stationer i Danmark. Fordi han har også været på Sjælland, eller på Jylland. Så lidt over det hele. Og det er så derfra, han nu er han desværre stoppet, eller men i hvert fald så er han nu tilbage i højspændingen, og det formentlig også der, han kommer til at være, og det er også, de er ved sådan at groom ham til at blive formand, faglig koordinator, tror jeg faktisk det er, eller sådan noget stil der. Jeg har ikke helt styr på det, men det er sådan lidt mellemlederagtigt noget. Og som jeg sagde, det lyder godt. Jeg tænker, det er rart, at han for en gang skyld får løn for den kompetence, han har. Han besidder faktisk ret meget viden og erfaring og praktisk erfaring, som ikke særlig mange af de nye gør, fordi han hører til en generation af håndværkere, som jo har lært nogle ting, som de ikke lærer i dag, de unge mennesker på skolerne. Hvilket jo godt kan være skræmmende, men det gør de altså ikke. Så no. Skal jeg lige skrive her? Så. Og det gør jo også alle de der planer, vi havde med, jeg havde med, at vi skulle gøre huset salgsklar og sådan noget i år. Det må vi jo også skyde, fordi vi har jo ikke nogen penge. Altså, der er ikke nogen penge til at gøre det klar. Men på den måde, vi kan jo simpelthen snakke om, at vi kan gøre alt det, der ikke koster penge. Altså alle de der fysiske ting, som bare kræver arme og ben og energi og sådan noget, dem kan vi gøre, men sådan noget med at sætte en ny carport op for eksempel, eller få malet, eller sætte nyt hegn op, eller sådan noget. Altså det bliver simpelthen nødt til at vente. Og så kan det jo godt være, at vi først kan effektuere et salg i 2025, det er der også ikke nok at vide. Ja, vi kan ikke trylle. Kan jo ikke trylle. Okay, jeg tror, at det vi gør, det er, at jeg lægger min unboxing her midt imellem, så det betyder, at nu har jeg en halv time, og så, hvor jeg tror, jeg laver korstingen, og så laver unboxing bagefter. Hvis du gerne vil have englekort, så synes jeg, vi skal gøre det nu her, inden jeg går i gang med korstingen. Og det tager jeg sådan lidt for givet, det vil du gerne. Der var ikke så meget der. Skal vi se, hvad det er. Det er jo ikke kun dig, der egentlig får noget, men det er jo også mig, der får noget, når jeg laver det her endelige kort. Fordi det gør altid, at de kort, jeg trækker, uanset om det er til mig, eller uanset hvem det er til, så vækker det også nogle tanker i mig. Det gør også, at jeg reflekterer over nogle ting, så det er bestemt ikke noget, hvor jeg tænker, at det kun er for én person. Og jeg tænker også generelt, at man tager jo bare det, man skal bruge, hvad det angår. Altså, så lad os se her. Sådan der. 24. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. 18. 19. 20. 21. 22. 23. 24. Det har jeg haft før det her. Skal vi have det tæt nok på? Sådan der. Kortet hedder Styrkens Engel. Og den guddommelige kærligheds styrke beskytter og omslutter dig. Og så vidt jeg ved, så er det en af tronerne her. Styrkens engel afbildes som en hvirvlende masse af energi mellem den mystiske hest Pegasus og en kæmpe stor hval. Den ene symboliserer forvandling af jordbundet stof til ånd. Den anden den naturlige skabelses vældige omfang. Agerne viser, at selv den mindste kerne har styrken til vækst og skabelse. Engel i paradisets himmel. Himmelsk funktion at forvandle Guds kærlighed til materiel form. Gaver til jorden. Den kan hjælpe dig til at acceptere kildens kraft, anerkende din egne evne til forvandling, acceptere menneskehedens kollektive evne til forandring. Har du ikke haft det kort før, Ulla? Styrkens engel bringer os tættere på erkendelse af, at Guds kraft lever i os alle. Det er vores individuelle opgave at erkende denne sandhed i os selv og anerkende dens kraft. Styrkens engel er der for at hjælpe med til denne indsigt og bringe os tættere på enhed med kilden. Guds kærlighedskraft kan forstås som et spirituelt begreb eller opleves som en levende realitet. Jo mere vi gør denne bevidsthed til en levende erfaring, jo mere vil vi bygge bro over adskillelsen mellem os selv og vores medmennesker. Det er op til hvert enkelt individ at erfare og stole på kraften i sig selv. Styrkens engel tilbyder den hjælp, vi behøver for at gøre denne erkendelse mulig. Ja. Vi kan bede styrkens engel om at rense vores sind for al negativitet, der blokerer for vores opdagelse af, at Gud lever indeni og ikke er en ydre projektion adskilt fra os selv. Styrkens engel viser os forskellige måder, hvorpå vi mere fuldstændigt kan lære kraften inden i os bedre at kende. For nogle kan det være gennem meditation, for andre kan det være at følge en spirituel praksis, en speciel form for arbejde eller beskæftigelse. For andre igen kan det komme i form af venskab eller fællesskab. Når vi begynder at følge det, der tiltrækker os, og gøre det, der giver os glæde, vil miraklerne åbenbare sig, og vi bringes til en meget større bevidsthed om, hvad livet kan handle om. Vi kan udtrykke vores taknemmelighed for denne kraft i form af bøn. Dette hjælper os til at tage del i skabelsens godhed og skønhed. Vores væsens kraft forøges. Hver gang vi prøver på at elske os selv, værdsætter vi, hvem vi er, og respekterer livets kilde i os. Hver gang vi ærer vores skønhed og ynde, og vores evne til blidhed, placerer vi os selv i lyset. Når vi åbner op for vores følelser og fortæller os selv sandheden om, hvordan livet er for os på et hvilket som helst tidspunkt, forøger vi vores styrke og forædler vores væsen. Styrkens engel udfordrer os hele tiden til at eje vores styrke og leve ud fra vores sandhed. Ja, det er meget, meget stærkt kort, synes jeg. Ja. Styrkens engel. Det er noget med forvandling og forandring. Altså, det giver meget god mening for mig, med alt det, der sker i mit liv, må jeg indrømme. Der er hele tiden, jeg skal forholde mig til. Ja. Nogle gange mere, end jeg måske lige har lyst til, men sådan er det jo. Jeg skulle også lige skrive til en veninde. Faktisk er hende, der har lavet de her billeder her, eller farvelægger. Bettina der. Jeg lige sådan skrive, fordi jeg har ikke fået snakket med hende i lang stykke tid. Og så var jeg lige skrive, men hvordan det gik. Også fordi, at den termokop, jeg havde købt af hende, den var gået i stykker. For eksempel med. Og jeg skulle også lige forklare, hvad der var sket, og hvorfor det var så lang tid siden. Var sådan, nu skal du høre. Jeg skal forholde mig til nogle ting. Jeg kan lave et område på arbejde, så jeg tror, kortet fortæller mig, hvad jeg skal huske. Du fortalte mig sidste gang, og fortæller mig denne gang. Men jeg synes, det er super godt, du kan bruge det, Ulla. Altså, det er jo så perfekt, at man det kan give en sådan en pejling af, jamen, er jeg på den rigtige vej, og hvad er det lige? Er der noget, jeg skal være opmærksom på? Og altså, jeg synes, det er fantastisk. Det synes jeg. Og jeg synes, det er fedt. Jeg synes, det er rigtig, rigtig fedt, der er nogen. Man kan bruge det. Og igen det her, men det er ikke det samme som, at man sådan... Man skal ikke være så styre af sådan noget. Det skal ikke være det, men det må meget gerne være det, som... Hvis man er i tvivl, så kan det være det, hvor man tænker, okay, jamen det kan være, at jeg skulle. Og så nogle kort er jo gerne sådan noget med tro på dig selv, og ikke, altså det er jo ikke sådan noget med at hoppe ud fra en bro eller sådan noget. Men find styrken af dig selv for eksempel, eller sådan noget andet, ikke? Og det er jo ofte så jeg ser sådan nogle kort, er lidt ligesom, bedsteforældre var førhen, tror jeg. Sådan det her gode råd, man gerne vil have fra en, der ved noget mere om livet, ikke? Altså sådan har jeg det i hvert fald nogle gange. Det kan jeg godt, virkelig, hvad skal jeg godt savne det? For det er altså bare sådan lidt, altså, jeg kan godt have, at der var nogen, jeg kunne spørge noget mere, tror jeg i virkeligheden. Det er nok det, jeg prøver at sige. Hvad er det, du vil sige? Det er nok det, jeg prøver at sige. Nå, men det her, som jeg har gang i her, og det har ligget lidt, fik lov til at ligge lidt længere, end jeg egentlig havde planlagt, men jeg blev så optaget af min damepainting, og så er det jo det her med, så nogle gange så må man prioritere, og der tabte det her, altså prioriteringskamp, må man bare sige, den her gang. Andre gange har det vundet, så det er ikke fordi, jeg altid nedprioriterer min kropstil. Men jeg har ikke det på en mount mere. Og det har jeg ikke, fordi at efterhånden, som jeg kommer mere og mere garn på det her projekt her, så bliver det tungere og tungere, og der er min mount, det jeg har simpelthen ikke godt nok til at kunne holde det, så det bliver svært for at holde det. Så simpelthen pille den af. Og det er sådan en af de ting, der står på min ønskeseddel til at godt kunne tænke mig, der skal ske, når jeg på et eller andet tidspunkt igen får nogle penge, jeg kan råde over. Så skal jeg købe et nyt stativ. Men jeg holder faktisk rigtig meget af at lave korsting. Så det er jo bestemt ikke det sidste, jeg kommer til at lave det her korsting. Og det... Jeg har 2 projekter mere i de her stamp cross stitch, altså det her, hvor det er printet. Og det vil jeg sige, det minder altså meget om diamond painting, synes jeg. Det kan man jo så være enig eller uenig i. Men det synes jeg. Fordi det er noget med, at det er forprintet, og der er nogen, der har bestemt nogle symboler og noget, og så skal jeg bare sætte nogle korsting der, hvor det er, ikke? Altså, så om det er et sten, eller det er en sten. Eller det er eller det er akvarelfarve, ikke? Altså, det er jo lige for, det er jo der, hvor det er sådan lige før det kommer ud på et. Så på den måde, så har jeg, og ingen tvivl, for mig har det været den rigtige indgangsvinkel og starte med korsting her. Zoom in closer. På den her måde. Og jeg tænker, jeg tror det er sådan, alt efter hvad man har temperament til måske også, altså, og hvad man har af netværk, fordi hvis jeg havde haft en, som jeg kunne lave det sammen med, for eksempel min mor, eller en bedstemor, eller en moster, eller et eller andet, så havde jeg nok valgt et sådan et traditionelt projekt, og havde synes det var den rigtige måde, den rigtige indgangsvinkel til det, ikke? Fordi så har man en, man kan sidde sammen med, og så tror jeg ikke, man tænker så meget over, om det er det ene eller andet. Så gør man bare ligesom, så bliver det sådan en monkey see, monkey do, ikke? Situation. Så. Men nu her med det her, hvor jeg sådan ligesom er på egen hånd, og selv skal finde min vej i det, så synes jeg faktisk, det er langt at foretrække den her måde at gøre det på. Fordi jeg så har diamond paintingen med i erfaringsbasen, som man kan sige. Men altså, jeg vil jo, altså det er det, jeg kan trække på, ikke? Så skal jeg lige have det her til at følge med her. Så, og altså det her er jo mit aller første. Altså jeg har ikke noget. Du kan godt være stolt af dig selv, for at du gør det rigtig godt. Hun er bare så flot. Ja, altså hun er hun er faktisk blevet rigtig, rigtig fin. Og også noget af det har jo også noget at gøre med kunstneren at gøre, kan man sige. Men ja, hun er faktisk blevet rigtig, rigtig fin. Og så er jeg tilbage til det, som jeg faktisk snakkede lidt på streamen om her i fredags. Og det var det her med, at man, også fordi der sad en, som var forholdsvis ny inden for diamond painting, og vi snakkede sådan, og siger man, altså, det er også et spørgsmål om, at man også skal altså man kan sige, når du sidder med det, jamen, så ser du det på en måde, men når andre ser det, så ser du det på en anden måde. Og jeg vil sige, jeg har bare inde og hænge mit billede op, det her Steampunk Prowlers, et par arbejder. Og de var helt vildt imponeret. Og jeg var sådan, nej, bare de nu ikke ser, og bare de nu ikke siger noget til. Og jeg fandt adskillige fejl på det, i mine øjne fejl, ikke? da jeg hænger det op, og sådan, og tænker, ej, skal jeg så tage det ned, og skulle jeg egentlig lave det om, og sådan. Og for bare sådan, ej, hvor er det flot, og nej, og det må have taget lang tid, og det ser godt nok svært ud, og sådan, okay, vi lader det bare hænge. Og det var det, som jeg også sagde til hende, jeg snakkede med i fredags, hvor jeg siger, jamen altså, hun sad og lavede et billede til sin bror, jeg siger, men altså, på nu her, din bror bliver glad for det billede, uanset hvordan det ser ud. Og selvom det er de første store billeder, man selvfølgelig altid kan se, det kan man også på mine se forskel på de første og de seneste, jeg har lavet, så er det jo stadigvæk et spørgsmål, om giver man det til nogen i gave, så bliver de jo glade for det. Det er jo ikke sådan, at de står og brænger på næsen af det. De bliver glade for det, fordi du har lavet det. Du har lagt noget tid og energi og nogle kræfter i noget, og så giver man det bort, og så bliver folk sådan, ej, det skulle du da ikke have gjort. Det er godt nok flot. Hold da op og sådan noget. Det har godt nok taget mange timer, og bare sådan lidt, nej, det har taget 4-5 uger, ikke? Og min siger bare sådan, hun siger, jamen altså, så må man bare se, hvor det er, du træner din tålmodighed henne, ikke? Altså, og bare sådan, ja, det kan da godt være sådan. Men så ser jeg det, for mig det er jo, altså for det første, når jeg laver de der store billeder, så ser jeg jo sådan set kun det der er lige for en øjne på mig. Jeg ser jo ikke hele billedet. Ikke som udgangspunkt i hvert fald. Så. Men altså, min plan er jo, og det kan jo så også, af god grund kan det være, at det også bliver skubbet, men planen er, at jeg skal lave så mange diamond painting billeder som muligt i år, og det er der, jeg ligesom kaster min energi efter, men stadigvæk med det for øje, at jeg kan gøre, som jeg gør i dag, og jeg tænker, ej, nu har jeg sådan levet og åndet det her diamond painting billede for de sidste 14 dage. Nu har jeg lige brug for at bare en enkelt dag at lægge afstand til det. Også her på streamen. Fordi så går jeg selvfølgelig ind og går i gang med det, når jeg er færdig. Eller vil jeg spise aftensmad nærmere. Og så er tanken faktisk, at til næste år, der vil jeg så give korstingen et ordentligt skud på borgen med projektmæssigt, hvad jeg skal lave, og jeg vil prøve at lave finde både nogle store og nogle små ting, jeg kan lave i korsting. Så både noget, jeg kan sådan måske, jeg tænker noget, jeg måske både kan afslutte, starte og afslutte nærmest på de her torsdag 3 streamdage, jeg har. Og så sådan et større projekt, som eller det her, måske også et lidt større end der. Jeg kunne rigtig godt tænke mig at prøve at sy med silke tråd, bare for at se, hvordan det er, og både hvordan det føles, og altså, er det noget særligt, eller er det lige meget? Er det kom så, eller giver det noget helt særligt, ikke? Så jeg er sådan lidt, jeg kan godt forestille mig, at jeg her sidst på året går lidt i gang med at kigge lidt mere på mønstre og billeder, og altså, hvad er det, jeg vil lave til næste år. Og jeg vil stadigvæk lave diamond painting. Der kommer stadigvæk til at være det på programmet også. Men jeg vil bare have mit hovedfokus et andet sted. Og det er jo lige så meget for, at jeg ikke skal brænde ud på det her med diamond painting. Fordi det er jo sådan nærmest det næste, der sker, det er jo, når man brænder så meget for en ting, så kan man også godt risikere at brænde ud på det, hvis der man ikke får lavet nogle variationer af det, eller tager nogle pauser fra det, eller et eller andet. Så, og så håber jeg på, at der er blevet så meget styr på vores bosituation og vores økonomi og alt muligt, så i 2026 bliver det så. Det vil sige ikke til næste år, men næste år igen. Der vil jeg prøve at finde ud af noget mere seriøst omkring at kniple. Altså jeg kunne rigtig godt tænke mig at lære at kniple. Og både få taget noget undervisning, måske research lidt mere på nettet eller på YouTube. Få købt et kniplebræt og nogle pinde og noget. Og altså noget udstyr, og så jeg kan komme i gang. Og bare lave sådan nogle helt basale ting til at starte med. Men hvor jeg tænker, at selv de basale ting, fordi det er noget, som meget få gør, Så hvis jeg tager det på min stream, så vil jeg rent faktisk kunne fange nogens interesse for det, men også igen det her med, hvis ikke du selv kan det, så ser det ud af meget. Selvom det er en lille ting, du laver. Så selvom jeg laver et bogmærke eller et eller andet, så vil folk stadig synes, det er meget, ikke? Og hvor jeg også tænker, at hvis jeg kan lave sådan nogle små ting, for eksempel et bogmærke, ja, for eksempel et bogmærke, eller en eller anden form for nøglering, eller sådan noget, eller ja, et eller andet. Eller sådan en lille ting, man kan hænge på døren, eller på opslagstavlen, hvad ved jeg, bare en lille ting. Så var det jo også noget, jeg kunne bruge som, både sådan til skulle jeg sige, ikke som reklame, men som sådan en smågaver til noget på min streams, hvis der er et eller andet, jeg synes, jeg skal fejre, eller altså, jeg ved ikke. Jeg tænker, at jeg fejrer ikke noget i år. Det gør jeg simpelthen ikke. Men til næste år kan det godt være, at jeg vil fejre et eller andet. Og når først jeg begynder at klippe det, så kan det også godt være, at jeg vil fejre, du ved, fødselsdag eller sådan noget. Og hvis jeg gør det, jamen, så tænker jeg jo faktisk, at det giver rigtig god mening, at jeg så kan lave noget i den forbindelse. Måske også på streamen, og så siger jeg, men det her, det bliver så til det laver vi så en lille lodtrækning om, og så så kan vi se, hvem der er den heldige, ikke? Og så er det også noget fra mig af på den måde. Og igen er det en gave, det er ikke noget, som jeg... Det er ikke noget, som der er nogen, der har... Altså, det er noget, jeg har lavet. Så det, på den måde bliver det også noget lidt særligt, tænker jeg. Ja. Så tror jeg faktisk, det er mere eller mindre her. Passer tiden meget godt. Nu vil jeg lige få startet det her op. Den der farve, der er 156. Men jeg tror da også, at hvis min mor havde levet i dag, så ville hun også have været stolt af mig. Altså, og jeg tror også, at hun ville være forbløffet over det, sådan, fordi jeg tror nok, at hun ikke... Jeg tror ikke, hun havde regnet med, at jeg ville kunne sætte mig ned og lave sådan noget som det her korsstæng og sådan noget. Men det er jo igen med det her med nogle gange, så kan man måske også som forældre glemme, at ens børn har det med at udvikle sig. Og særligt hvis man mener, man har styr på, hvordan de er. Så. Altså jeg vil da sige, at med min yngste sted, så jeg ved da ikke, hvor han er i dag. Jeg har ikke snakket med ham i et år nu. Altså, så jeg ved slet ikke, hvordan han er som menneske nu. Efter han har boet sammen med sin mor et år. Altså det tør jeg jo slet ikke tænke på. Men ja, jeg ved, hvordan min store stedsøn har udviklet sig, og den udvikling kan jeg rigtig godt lide. Han er stadigvæk en bedre vidende know-it-all, men han er også begyndt at lære, at altså også nogle ting, hvor de voksne rent faktisk godt kan rette i det, de siger. Altså, de har jo nogle gange noget at have det i, ikke? Så ja. Men den yngste der, ham ved jeg sgu ikke rigtigt. Jeg vil egentlig godt, jeg vil godt sige, at jeg tror godt, man kan sige, at vi har opgivet ham. På den måde, at han har haft alle muligheder for at vende tilbage, og det har han ikke gjort. Hverken af den ene eller den anden vej, og jeg har det bare sådan lidt, altså... Det kan godt være, at du kunne først blive 18 år, men altså, på et eller andet tidspunkt skal du også lære at tage ansvar for dig selv og dine egne handlinger, så nu er det måske et meget godt tidspunkt, ikke? Så sådan der. Så er jeg bare lige og lægger de her zoom out fødder og lægger de her tråd væk. Så tror jeg lige, jeg tager 5 minutters pause, og det er også fordi, så får jeg lige det her, så får man lige sådan et afbræk. Jeg får en pause, og jeg skal bare lige have noget at drikke. Finde noget at drikke, og så, men også fordi, så bliver det sådan øh, lidt mere sådan, når jeg så starter op igen, jamen, så naturligt for min hjerne også at starte på noget nyt. Så, men det var dejligt, at I kiggede forbi. Dejligt at holde mig med selskab. Som altid, Ulla, min tro og faste væbner her. Du er guld værd. Det håber jeg, du ved, at jeg sætter meget, meget stor pris på dig. Og at jeg er rigtig glad for, at du er her. Og håber, vi kommer til at have rigtig, rigtig mange timer fremadrettet også. Nu er vi at gå ud og lige finde noget at drikke. Jeg vil sætte den på Be Right Back. Og så når vi kommer til, det er mig, når jeg så kommer tilbage, så går vi i gang med den engelske, og det gør vi med en unboxing. Så Be Right Back. Den der. Og så skal jeg lige skrive for den her. go. I'm back. Hang on. There you go. Hello. Welcome. It's Sunday and it is 4 o'clock. And I just went out to get something to drink. And because it's Sunday, I went and got some Pepsi Max and some snackies. A bit of healthy snackies and not so healthy snackies. I also have some fruit, so it's not just bad things. It's just because I haven't had any lunch. I only had breakfast, so I know for sure I'm gonna be hungry in an hour or so. And instead of me just running off for that, I thought as well in this break I could just bring something. So, if you have clicked on my voice or my picture, you have entered Pia's Creative Corner. My name is Pia, and today we're gonna do not so much diamond painting. I will do an unboxing, however, but we're gonna do some cross stitch and maybe some knitting, and I think that's gonna be it. Per usual, the time will be flying, and I will suddenly be realizing that I'm way behind schedule. So I think it's better. I'm better off just letting a loose schedule for today. The reason why I'm not diamond painting today is because I have been diamond painting a lot lately, and to be honest, I didn't really want to move my painting from my living room in here and do the whole setup thing. I was like, I'm just gonna leave it there and then you know, work on it later. I'm like 2.5 row away from being done, so I think I'm almost sure that at least when I reach Sunday next week, I'm gonna be all done with it. I will be starting my Songs on the Cherry Tree. This one, my girl here. That one I'm gonna start next Thursday. She's all ready. I have already prepared for the dress and everything. So, and because it's 55 by 78, so it's a bit larger than my light pad, but not too much. I think it's like 5 centimeters or something. So I will have plenty of room to wiggle around. So as always, it's gonna be like I'm starting up here. There's gonna be like 4 cover papers across. So yeah. And when I look at it now, there will be some color blocking for sure. This over here is pure color blocking. This is color blocking. So I think there's a bit of color blocking down here. So and then there will be all the confetti, but I don't think it's as bad as it could be, to be honest. I think the reason why there's 60 colors is because that is kind of a lot for such a small picture, is because there's a lot of light and shadow going on. And if you, for instance, all the different things in her hair, if you want those details to be as it is on the picture, on the original, you will have to use a lot of different shades of the same color to make these details be very clear and be like popping on the picture. So that's what I'm gonna start working on next Thursday. So until then, I'm gonna work on my siblings. So I think that it's gonna be really like good. It's gonna match up really good at the end of the day. So I'm not gonna be all stressed up about it. I'm gonna give this picture that one. I think I'm gonna give it like 14 days or 3 weeks, where I'm gonna be like full focused on that, and then I'm gonna see what else, because there's a thing. This picture, I'm gonna start when I hit June 1st, I think it is. Hang on. Yeah, it is. So it might be and this is like 50 by 96. So this I will fit right, really fit good on my like pad in here. So depending on where I am, June 1st, if I'm like already done with the other one, it's not a big of a deal. I was thinking of doing like this one, because I have 2 months to work on this one, where it's like I'm part of the event. So I was thinking of doing this one all the streaming days, and then doing like Sakura Festival on the big one off stream. So, and then see, you know, how it all, because if it, and then I can swap things around if it is just as I usually do, but I will have like a bit focus on this one. So I might be like the first 2 weeks of the with some of the masters, I'm gonna do a lot of this, because it is almost a meter long, so it's quite long, but not that wide. So I think that it could be like, if I give it 2 or 3 weeks where only I'm working on this one, and then be like, after that I could start working on Sakura Festival and have this on streaming days. So, but this is by an artist called Alphonse Muka, and I wanted to be part of some of the masters. The event is called Summer of the Masters, and it's running from June 1st till 31st of July. That means you have 2 months you can work in it, and then you don't have to start a new one. You can, if you have been part of it before, or you already have something in the doors lying around not been finished, you can pull one of those, and you don't have to finish it. The only requirement is it's gonna be one of the old masters. So this could be Alphonse Muka, it could be a Da Vinci, or whatever, you know, one of these old ones. So that's what is important. And some of them are really like, some of these pictures are very complex with a lot of confetti, and that means that for the most part, most of them that works on it will not reach a finish within the 2 months, and then they will just pack it down, and then they can pull it next year. I will say, however, with this one, I am counting on making a finish on it, but we'll see, because there's no requirement in it. Then I might as well just, you know, work on it as I please, and then make this a second, and you know, so. But and then they have decided, it's Katie from Diamond and Washi, and I can't remember the other guy's name. I keep forgetting. I'm so sorry. But both Katie and the other one are hosting this event, and they have decided that this year, just to make it easier for everyone, they all the giveaways, all the prizes are gift cards. So that means that everyone that is a part of it is kind of on the, you know, equal. So no matter if you're an international or you're national, you will get it's not going to cost you anything. It will be a regular gift you will get. So okay, this is I know these from Alphonse Muka is quite popular. I have seen them at Diamond Jaded Gem Shop has them. Neighbors Outpost has them, I think, yeah. And then of course Diamond Club have them too. So you can get them in any version you want, and everyone has their own way of rendering them and all that. The thing with the old masters is, for the most part, they are not under any requirement of rights. It's legal for you to get it made, custom made, if you want something special, or if you want a special part of it. So it's all up to you. I know that Jaded Gem Shop before has made a lot of pictures for the old masters, some of the masters. I will say that if you want a custom made, doing it now, ordering now would be a bit too late, but then you can do it for next year. It's something that, like jingle drills and drills and chills, they will come back because they're really, really well. There's a lot of people participating, so someone will, if not the ones that are hosting this year, others will do it because people will expect there's gonna be an expectation around these events. So, and don't worry, I'm gonna repeat this because I know there might be others will be asking for it later. If Binge is coming on the stream, he will be asking for it because him and I had a chat about it yesterday. So, so yeah. But I'm gonna do the unboxing, and then when I've done that, I'm gonna do cross stitch because today is my cross stitch day. I decided no, I was just not in the mood for the diamond painting. Okay. So, and I'm not gonna go on into details about QR codes and all that because there's so many doing all that kind of unboxing on YouTube. You can see them either at Diamonds and Washi, I know, is doing a lot of unboxing. Rachel Ray is doing unboxing on YouTube. I don't know if his coffee's still doing some of them, or maybe she's taking a break. I think that Ferris, this is she's called. Hang on. Hang on, I'm just gonna see, because I know the name when I see it. Hang on. Emeralds and Fairy Lights. I think she's doing unboxing too, but I'm not quite sure. So this is just because I need the picture later in a month. So I might as well just do an unboxing now, and then when I get a bit closer, we're gonna get them all put into containers and all that. So. It is an Alphonse Mucha, and it's one of the seasons pictures. It's summer, and it's from 1896. So I haven't actually prepared to unbox, I can see that. It's very good here. I don't have anything at all in here, do I? Nope. Hang on. sorry. I'm usually not that disorganized, but so what I do is that these small stickers that's always on a part of the kit from Diamond Art Club, I use them, put them on here. And then I put them in here. No, I put them in here. This is my bag for the drills. So, before we go into that, we're just gonna see what's in here. Tweezer, Ziploc bags, pen, squishy, multi-placers, 2, wax and a small container for that, the tray, Diamond Art Club has developed himself, and a small cute cover reminder. Sometimes they do, it's like the magnets here. If you, when you start using them, the click they make when you take them off and put them on again. Sometimes it's like the glue can loosen the magnet, and so it's just gonna give them some new glue. It's not a big of a deal. So I have like a whole thing with bags and containers for these ones. I save, so if, at one point when I have enough, I'm just gonna donate it to a shelter or something that helps people, battered, women with, family from battered homes, so. I've been in contact with them before, and they use diamond painting as a part of their therapy. This is the washi tape, and it actually looks quite nice. Let's see, can we get a focus on it? Don't focus on my hand. There you go. And I use actually I use the wax myself, the wax hearts. These I cut around here, and then I put it in the, I have a small jar for trash drills and old wax and stuff like that. I put it in there, so I can just throw that out, so I don't have to clean the jar every time. Yeah. Good morning, Gina, and welcome in. How are you today? Thanks for stopping by. Good to see you here on this Sunday. Here in Denmark, anyway, here where I am, it is really sunny. It's a bit windy, but you can feel the sun just a little bit. You've been lurking. Oh no! It's okay, thanks for the alerts. But even though it is a bit windy, but not too much, and here on my I have a small, it's not small, but I have a place where I can sit right outside in my garden. So, and here in the afternoon, the sun will come on that side. So when it's really getting summer, it's not a good place to be, but in the, in the spring and the fall, it's really a nice place to be here on the afternoon. So I might go out when I'm done streaming and groom my dog a bit. Oh, yeah. So this is how the picture looked like from Alphonse Mucha. I really like it. It has 52 colors, so it's a good amount. It's not too much, it's not too little. It's not like it's all just. It's not like it's only 5 colors or something. Run, superstar! She's gonna brush you again. He's out with his dad at the moment. So, oh yeah, and then at the neighbor to help him. So yeah, he might not have the dog with him home. Yeah. But we're gonna look at the canvas first, and as it is. Hey, I'm working on Game of Thrones and it has only 5 colors. I know, Gina. I know. This is only 50 in the wide, but it is almost a meter long. So I think we're gonna do it like this because it is a bit long. There is gonna be some color blocking in this one for sure. Of course there is. I was almost gonna say because it's 52 colors and it's a meter. So, but I don't think it's too bad. I think when I look at it, it's gonna be a bit of everything. There is 3 AB drills in it. So I think I have a couple of either crystals and AB drills. I'm gonna check up on that. I don't have money to buy any special drills for this picture, so it's gonna be whatever I have in storage. So yeah, but I really like it. I like the vibes of the summer. And I thought that when I bought it, well, it's called Summer of the Master, so why not just take the summer one? There is one for each season, and I really want to do all of them, and I really want to do them as a DAC picture. So I am trying to, but again, financial, it's been a bit hard. So, but we will see. But it could be nice to have all of them, like, you know, hanging in all the 4 seasons. That could be really nice. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually let this, normally I would just roll it out and put it back, but because it's only a month, I think I'm just gonna leave it out and let it hang. And if you're new to Diamond Art Club and these kind of canvases, this will eventually flatten itself out, but if not, you can always, with this, because it is glue, poured glue, you can do this. I will say with poured glue, and if it is a good poured glue, you can actually treat it really like you want to, with no consequences for that matter. So, see? And then if that's still not enough, you can always, if it was something I was going to work on immediately, I would just lift it here and smoothen it out, and it will smoothen out. I will say, because this is kind of a bend, this will just be straight, will flat out within the month, no problem. But if it was something I was gonna work on right away, I am, no matter what, anyway, gonna use some tape to secure it on my light pad. So to me it's not big of a deal. I will say what is a big of a deal is whatever is here on the printed area. And that's where I have had some really big challenges when it came to the double-sided adhesive. Because they tend to almost, to me, in my experience, almost no matter how careful I have been around them, there will be some crinkles that can be very hard to flatten out, and some air bubbles you have to puncture, and some of them that was unfortunately was a really poor quality. I could actually lift them in the corner here, and they would like, oh, and I'd be like, oh, you know, and try. Okay, I'm just gonna put some drills on it, and then I'm gonna put some treat it with something on the surface to keep everything down. It was unfortunately it was a present, of course. So I was just trying to make sure that everything didn't fall apart. Well, it was one of the last pictures I bought. It was I bought it from a Danish shop, and they bought their pictures in China. That was very, very clear to me, as I got more knowledgeable. So I really like the new setup I have for my pictures, where I have, instead of having 2 racks, I'm only having 1, and it's just like the next canvas, or here in this case the next 2 canvases, and my Molanas on it, and then all the others that are like done pictures, they're on a table, so they're like on a flat surface. I discovered that some of the pictures, when I pulled them after they have been hanging on the rack, they actually have some crinkles or some bends that I didn't like, and it did take a while before they were like normal again. So these are the color range. I think what I'm gonna do is gonna cut them in numbers and divide them in numbers. So you will see them as I do that. I think this must be the edge around it. On my last section of this commission. Yay! Good job, Gina. Good job. How long did it take you? How long have you been on this picture, the commission? I know you waited for some colors and stuff, but besides of that, the working hours. And are people paying you for the hours you're working, or is that like in the price? You're giving them a complete price for the whole picture, and in that you have encountered maybe a month, encountered the hours you've been working on it. How do you do that? I'm just curious. I'm not sure I could do like commissions, because I think I would stress about it. To me, even the event I stress on, like if there's a deadline, I would be stressing. So maybe that's one of the reasons why I don't do it. And that I'm like, for instance, with presents, I'm only giving, I'm trying to, only give pictures I already done. I'm giving away. So I'm not like doing it. I have been doing buying some and knowing that I was gonna do them as a gift, and I can't do it. My brain can't. I'm like up in my brain. It's like I'm stressing really, really hard on. I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it. Even if it's like I do it a year before something, it's like I'm not gonna make it. I'm just crazy, I think, with that. I'm not so good at that anymore, unfortunately. I think it's very delicate colors. They're like in the range of green but in very soft colors of brown and green colors. Green and brown and beige skin color with AB drills. I include everything, but my husband does the math of what I should charge. With this painting is a trade because my mother-in-law did some stitch marker for me, and I'm doing this painting for. Oh, well, I would be more into doing that. I think, if that I can manage better. Back in the days, I did a lot of, massaging people and helping them with loosen their body and, stuff like that. I had treatments with hot and cold stones, and it was more like, something I did just for the fun of it because I really liked it. I want to help people. And one of my friends told me, she said, you have to charge them. You have to charge some money. I was like, but what should I charge? Because I know how expensive things like that can be, and I want everyone to be able to get help. And she was like, yeah, I know, but you still have like costs for washing sheets and buying the things materials you use for it, and so it's not like it's completely free for you. It's not like you don't have any cost doing these treatments. I was like, yeah, I know, but so I'm really bad at it, and I'm really feeling bad when I was mentioning a price and people was like, oh, that was cheap. Well, okay. But I also saw that if I didn't take any money for it, people would really disrespect me in a way that it's like I should but just be that back and call, and they could call me almost any day and can you help me in an hour, or they wouldn't call me to cancel, or so in that way it made completely sense that if I because as soon as I charge them and I say I am gonna if you don't cancel, call me and cancel or write to me and cancel. I am gonna charge you some extra money next time you are showing up. And if they didn't show up, I'm like, okay. It was not something that should pay my bills. It was just something that, then I could do some extras at the side. So these are the 3 AB drills, or AB stones that I used in it, a red and a whitish and a greenish. But as you can see, it is the range of brown, green, and all these like skin colors and rose colors, I would say, almost. I think it's because it is more like a douche pastel colors when you work with them. So it's not really colors in your face per se. All of these, where there's like not that many in them, they're a bit more sharp, or what you should say, in the colors, in the range. But other than that, I really feel like it's a lot of, I wouldn't say it's a lot of earth colors, but they're really soft colors. And that is how I think Alphonse Mucha is with his picture, so it's all good. So, and I think, by the way, I think it could be a good combi to do this one and do the Sakura Festival, you know, as a change, for a change in between, just because they are so different in the color range. But I mean, the thing with the exchange, I think, is that I did a lot too when I did the treatments. You know, either they gave me a new some that did the same as I did, or I could exchange for, what did I exchange? Haircut, for instance. I knew one of my acquaintances, one of them that came at regular at me was a hairdresser, so she cut my hair and did my hair for a long time. I had one that one of them that came one time, he fixed my car, had another one, so I did a lot of that instead of, you know, I felt better. I wouldn't say it was recommendable to do it like that, but it worked for me at that point. And I think because it was like, you know, like a hobby or something I did just because I like doing it, and I didn't have to like survive. If I could survive without, I had a full-time job at the side, and I did a lot of other things beside that. So I'm just gonna go in with this. Hang on. my dog thinks he's really confused about it's so bright, so he thinks it's dinner time. I don't know why he got that, but so, and now he just came home from the dog with his dad, so now he's like, oh, but you're not, just because I wasn't in here and closing the door, I'm like, oh, that is my turn. You need to do me. Hmm? But it's not. No, it's not. It's not your turn, baby. There's an hour, at least 45 minutes. At least 45 minutes. Så, så, slut. Slut, prut. Så. Gå og læg dig. Nu skal du. Læg dig ned. Nej, læg dig ned. Ej, det behøver du altså ikke se ud som. Læg dig ned. Du er ikke lige en, der bliver slået på. Hey, læg dig. Hey, du glemte noget. Den der. Gå lidt. Den der. Sammen. Ja. Yeah, he is happy. He is happy. I think we need to do a bit more the upcoming week because he is a bit annoying at the moment. He's really, it's so getting so clear that he's not using his brain as much as he's used to, so it's really like, oh. just before I'm gonna sell him. I was like, was it Monday, Tuesday? I was like, I have a dog I want to sell very cheap. I wrote to his dad. His dad was like, is this something I can consider? Seriously? You know it's not. No, it's not. It's never gonna be. But it is the thing with the flat-coated. They're always happy, you know. This is just general their mood. Just in general. Okay, we're gonna do this first. I'm gonna say zoom in closer. Okay. Put this down. Oh. Someone removed the sun from my porch. That was not very nice. Oh, you got it, Ula. Will you immediately give it back to me? Immediately. That was not part of the deal. I want to work on this part down here because I'm kind of a little bit behind on this part. So I thought I could work on this part here to get, everything. No? What do you mean no? No. So I was out with my horse yesterday and had a lovely, lovely time with him, and our bond is just getting stronger and stronger, and it's just amazing. And I learned so many things from him, and my riding techniques is just in a nice and good steady pace. I really love it. Um, And another thing I enjoy when I'm out there is to talk horses, of course, with my trainer. She knows a lot about it, and she's very passionate about it, of course. And she is the whole, all the whole horse whisper or horse language and non-violence and all that. So I told her I saw a video about some horses in Spain. It was about some two guys who was going to they were going to buy buy a horse, but they were going to get it from Spain. They wanted a Spanish horse, a purebred. So um, they went out just to see different, and there were some really really lovely ones. But they had kind of set their heart for the last one, and they were there through an agent, a horse dealer, I think you could call it. And that last one, apparently it was so clear that it was inside all the time. It was there for like 24/7. Never came out and had never been out on a pasture or anything. Um, I'm just gonna adjust it so you can see just a tiny bit more like that. And he said that there was some clear evidence of spurs and whips and things like that on the horse, like scars after it. And then he said that some horse trainers and owners, they, you know, on the bridle, on the nose rim, on the top of the nose, they put like spikes on it and let those spikes be like, so apparently it is to be able to manage the horse with pain. And he was so horrified by it and affected by it, but he was also like, he had a really adjustable thought, I think, should I buy this horse to save it, you know? But the thing is, if you do that, you support that kind of treatment, and that's not gonna stop it. So it's like with the puppy mills, because it's horrible conditions the puppies or the dogs are living, but if you buy from the puppy mills or the dog dealers that breed puppies like puppy mills, you support them. So don't, even though you find it horrific, the living conditions, don't do it, because you just support them. And that was also his thinking, was like, you know, pros and cons, and if I do buy to save, I'm gonna support, and then they will do it even more, you know. So he didn't. But I did talk to my own horse trainer about this, and she said, don't worry, you don't have to go to Spain to see things like that. This happens in Denmark too. So I was like, what? And yeah, it probably does. I think I'm just like a bit naive, and you know, I don't know that much about how other train horses. And as I said, that I don't, you know, I only know the way she does it, and I know that it is like, because it's a non-violent approach, it's something I really like. But if I hadn't come across her, I would probably be on an ordinary riding school, or you know. So it's like, then the first thing they do is they give you a whip. I'm like, what the hell do I need a whip for? Oh, you're just gonna show you're just gonna show it to the horse, then it will apply. Oh, it took you just. Ulla's just finished her Easter picture, and it took her exactly a month. Oh, really? Nice. So I think I think a lot um, of the bad thing that happens. I choose to think and believe that a lot of the bad thing that happens in Denmark is because people don't know better. Even though they should say that it can't be good hitting an animal, they should. I mean, I think it's because they don't know better. So my belief is that as soon as the organization that is kind of, you know, making everybody, meeting everybody, and organizing the big events and stuff like that, when they will put their trainers in a process, or some educational process where they're being taught how to train a horse without spurs, without whips, how to actually communicate what is good for a horse, what's not good for a horse. I think that's where you will see it will really make a difference. I mean, if we can do it with the dogs, why can't we do it with the horses? I'm just saying. It should be doable, right? I mean, I have been like when I was a young girl, um, in my preteen, I would say, I was taught by my dad how to train our German shepherds and how to do all the obedience training and all that. And then when I started training my own dog, something has shifted for sure. And I remember being up at a invited to a class where we were taught how a dog is. You can actually teach the dog how to do the what's called Group C work or IPA work in Danish. It's, you know, it's where the dogs learn how to attack a man. How you can do that with the ball and motivation instead of with hitting and e-collar and things like that. So and and uh, and we did go from learning how to yank the chain to redirect, for instance. So things did shift around, and I think that it could do that with the horses too. It's not that difficult, but it does mean that some of the big players in the riding world, both in the different uh, boards and different unions and stuff like that, that they need to change opinion and see things differently. So, but I think things do change a bit. I think it's just not happening as quick as it did with the horses and with the dogs, but that can be different. Maybe because there's more people that is having a dog than there's actually owning a horse. Um, it's like for instance, I don't get why you can have horses that are like in stables all their lives. Why is that allowed? I don't get why it is allowed. I mean, even though there's a minimum of how small the booth can be, but still, why isn't it a rule that horses should always have like a big pasture to walk on? That I don't get. I don't get why it's not a rule that no kids should learn how to use a whip, for instance, or spurs for that matter. You don't have to. It's actually not necessary, and that's what I think is sad is that people think it's necessary because they can't. Uh, if they don't, the horse will not comply. No, of course it won't. Would you comply if you had someone sitting and yanking metal things, spikes in your side? I don't think so. And I also think that if you are fairly, um, what do you call it, strong individual, you won't, and you don't get what people are asking you, you would get frustrated. If people are like talking Chinese to you and you don't get it, and then they are not willing to talk your language or meet you halfway in speaking a language you actually do understand, who wouldn't get frustrated? Who wouldn't be like? And then if they're on top of that, they start hitting you, because they are like the how they view it is, if you don't get it, then you will get it if I hit you. So what do? Either you will comply because you will avoid getting hit, or you will hit back. How does a horse hit back? It kicks. It bites. And I think that maybe sometimes we need to change the view, and that's the same whether it's because there's a difference between horses and dogs, because dogs are like predators and horses are like prey. So there's different ways to survive. But I think we as human beings, as the wise part of it, we need to remember that unless the animal has a disease or some kind of tumor in the head, it's nothing to do with the animal. It's all up to you. Because you should be the wise one. You should be the one that is meeting the animal halfway and trying to learn the language and do the communication. Not to expect not to expect the animal to actually understand what you're saying without meeting it. And another big difference between dogs and horses is that horses are still wild animals. If you leave horses out in the wild, they will get wild at one point. And they will act wild. That's why some horses you will have to leave some human things on them. Some horses you can put in pasture and just take everything off them, reins and everything. And some horses you have to leave something either around the neck or like something on the head or something, a halter or something, just to keep it like you're still a part of the human world. I know this because one of the horses out on where I ride, her Arabian one, he always have a halter on. Because if she does not give him one on, he will be wild really, really fast, and she's like had to start all over with him. I think more when he was younger than today, when he's like approaching senior years, but you know. Mm. I just hit the snack button here, sorry. Mm. So, what is for dinner for you guys today? Or lunch or whatever meal you are approaching? Oh, we are having chicken and salad with bacon cubes in today. It's an easy way to get some food. Usually I'm very hungry, but I'm too tired to eat something like, I would say it's a in between because I'm hungry, but I am too tired to wait for food in a way, you know. So sometimes I would be hungry and then almost asleep. So I'm just getting some light things today. You buying pizza today? Wish it was me. I love pizza. And the best pizza is when I ever taste were in Rome. Like I got when I was in Naples in Rome, in Italy, with one of my friends, and we the first evening we were there, we were eating out. Um, we got some. We're not hungry, but still a bit hungry. So we got some paste with something on. There was some sun dried tomatoes, and it tasted amazing. My mouth is almost watering just with the thought of it. It's just something else when you're in the country where it's like origin from. So what is on your pizza when you buy pizza? Ulla? So I'm gonna I'm gonna work on my dummy painting when I'm done with the stream today, and as much as I can today, I'm around halfway on the row. So, and it would have been nice if I've been able to do a bit more diamond painting today, but on the other hand, I did a lot of cleaning and things like that. So I'm more like, well, I'm not gonna do some diamond painting today. I'm gonna do the cross stitch, and then I might just take a relax evening, and then when my husband go to bed, I usually will have an hour or so. I might be doing something there. I'll just do it tomorrow. And it's really important for me that I have this kind of loose approach to it, because otherwise I'm gonna stress about it, and it's not usually something I've been paying that much attention to, because it's not been that much important for me. But it actually, I discovered that I do tend to take it a bit too serious, and then I get like all caught up in deadlines, and so I just and I'm gonna burn out on it. I haven't been burned out on it, but I have been like feeling the touch of the flame, so to speak. So I'm very paying a lot of attention to it, and be like, okay, what do I really want to do? Do I want to diamond paint? No, good. Then I'm not gonna diamond paint. Do I just want to play games on my tablet? Yeah, okay, that's what I'm gonna do. So I really try to not be like, oh, do diamond painting, because I know I'm gonna burn out and I'm gonna regret it so much later. So, and another thing is, when I do some crafting things, for me it's not about so much what I do, more that I do something. I really love the feeling of creating something with my hands, to be honest. And that's actually something I've always had, but I don't think it was ever like something my mom per se, or my dad really knew or was aware of, that it was like that for me. My mom used to say that when I was a kid, right up until I got to kindergarten, I could actually sit with two pieces of cloth and make something out of it. As soon as I hit kindergarten, I couldn't do that anymore. I lost something there. Okay, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do that, and that is, I'm just gonna check. Bacon sausages, pepperoni, meat, and dressing. Okay. Bacon sausages, pepperoni, beef, and dressing. I'm not gonna say it's strange. I'm just gonna say it's different. And different is okay. You're allowed to be different, always. I like the pizza where they put salad on. I think it tastes amazing. So I'm gonna order that, or they also make one with béarnaise sauce slash gravy on. I like that too. And sometimes I like just with the with some ham and mushrooms, and just tomatoes, sauce, and cheese, lots of cheese on. The best thing for me is when I take a slice of pizza and have all those strings from the cheese. That's when there's enough cheese on it. Yeah, one dish with garlic and cheese. That is amazing. That tastes so good. Mmm. Oh. Okay. I was trying to figure out how to do this. And then I got caught up in the food. I'm just such a foodie. I mean, to me, food is everything. Everything. Short flour. And that is the whole way up. So that is what they used to draw. 37. So, but we're not gonna have any fast food, in a while, unfortunately. And I mean, that isn't, I really like fast food. And I mean, in Denmark, we can't get these super sizes that they get in the States. But, so, and that I think is a good thing for me because I would have been like one of those in 600-pound things, serious, like, I wouldn't been able to control myself. I know that for sure. I always had a good appetite. Also, when I was a kid, I had my mom always said I ate like an adult. Um, so, and especially if it was something I liked, I could. It was like I had no bottom. I was a bottomless hole, really. Um, so, and when I started like getting allowance and things like that, earning a bit of money, what I did not every, but almost every Saturday was that I went down to town. We were living in, not in the middle of the city, but almost, so I could just take my bike and go downtown, so to speak. And I went for the library to get some books. Then I went to either I went to buy candy or I went to buy, um, I would buy, for instance, a whole watermelon or some apples. I would more than often I would actually buy some really healthy stuff. But the thing was, I ate it all. It was not like It was never like I was buying to share with my parents or anything. It was like I bought it for me and just for me to eat. And I do think it was not, I don't think it was something I did because I was hungry. I actually think it was something like because there was something, not wrong with me, but something was not quite good in that sense. It was not a healthy way to do it, I would say. But I would buy food, um, whatever. Like I would also buy some crisp or chips sometimes or something. But it was more than often. I think it was things that I kind of got no from my mom and dad, and then I would go down and buy it myself and just eat it all myself. I think it was something like that, as I recall it. And I never said anything to my parents, and I don't know about how much they actually were aware of how much I ate, but I think the thing was that you couldn't actually see it on me. And it was not because I was skinny, but I was doing gymnastics 3 times a week. I was swimming or doing you know um, or just being in the pool for the rest almost like. And then of course I had the school, and we had physic hours there where we were out and running about. So I was very active, um, in the way that at any chance I got, I would be inside. I would I was as long as I could do it inside, I would be active. If it was something I should do outside, I would be more inclined to be like, no, that's not gonna be today. I was it was a struggle. I know my mom struggled with me being inside all the time. She wanted me to be outside and get some sun and play around, but I like sitting inside with my cartoon books or another book and some snacks, and just that was. And then being in, I think for some of the books and some of the cartoons, it was like the fantasy world. It was the yeah, it was the fantasy world for me. It was like being on, either be streaming a movie or being like on a social platform or something. You're there, but you're not there in a way. So yeah. I miss those days where I could just eat like I wanted to and didn't like put 5 pounds of or 10 pounds on my weight. That would be nice. But that does actually change a lot for a lot of women when they do get through their menopause. Even if they have been someone that was very skinny all their life, they do see a change when the menopause is like hitting them. And the rest of us is like, yeah, now you know how it is to be a normal human being. Not being able to eat everything. No. But I mean, if I could, I would eat fast food every day, all day, for sure. Mm. What is that? I need another one here. In here, in what I'm doing right now, there's actually three colors that is like where they're kind of sitting stitches in between, and it's a bit like, so I think I'm gonna do it all the colors in one stitch almost, if I can. If I can. So my best work I ever had, now I told you that I am a bit fast food fan, was when I worked at a burger place. That I had my time of my life. No joke. Oh, you worked in a burger place too? Yeah, so you know what I mean, yeah. It's a dangerous work. It's a dangerous work. Most most for my scale. I did put some weight on that at that point. I did. But actually not too much, but I did do that. Um, because I was still biking to work and stuff like that. So and we had like ice cream and things like that. So yeah, and for the most part we could just eat, you know. You worked at a pig farm too? With SPF pigs? SPF. I don't know. I'm not that much into pigs. I think I could do it work with pigs if they were like, you know, out and about. But in these big stables or barns, I don't think I could do it because it smells really bad. One of my former classmates, his grandparents, they had SPF pigs, and we were out visiting them. It was, I mean, it was really bad. The smell. But again, it's probably because you're not used to it. What happened here? Oh, what the hell? It was the small pigs that was sold to other farmers that fed them and put them onto the slaughter. Okay. Wow. My husband's grandparents had pigs, and his granddad, I think it was like driving the male pig around to the other farmers, so but it's still even though it was a small, it was relative small, but I'm not too crazy about the fact that they like they're really out of their natural habit, I would say, with pigs today, and unless they are on free range pigs, I don't think I wish they did more for them. Let's just say that. And I know there are more and more farmers that do in Denmark do like have free range pigs because they found out that they're not that much more expensive than the one they have in the barn, because the free range don't get as much sick as the other ones does. Um, because they have a completely different immune system. Luna says she wishes they could do more free range instead of the small boxes they are in. Yeah, but you didn't think much about it because you were only 20 years old. Yeah, I know. Again, if you don't know better, you don't know that it can be different. And for sure, if we had the money, I would be only buying free range. And we do it in the, in as much as we can. But living has just got really, really expensive, I think. Just in general. And that's it. It's a strange balance because we're having a big inflation in Denmark of our economic as a country, and that of course affect the ones that live in Denmark. But we're not getting more in my paycheck. So we will be paying more and getting less. I don't know, it must make sense to someone. It's not making sense to me, but what do I know? What do I know? I'm just Mrs. Nobody here. Yummy. It does annoy me a bit, this one, but It's gonna annoy me even more that I can't, that I'm afraid it's gonna fall off my mount the whole time. I did try and mount it, but it's so loose, and I'm working on the edge, so it's a bit, yeah. It's durable, okay? Okay, I'm gonna give it up here. Yes, the color I am putting on now is like on the inside of the other color I was doing. So I think I'm gonna do this now. So, because otherwise it's gonna be a bit. I've seen it with the other I have done that if I'm doing the inside first and putting the outside color afterwards, it's so much easier for me to get it to look nice and hit the right spots and things like that. So that's why I'm doing it like this. Oh, what did I? Where the hell did it go? Oh, there. It's a bit hard to see it, and I don't actually think it's. I don't think it's because of the pattern, so to speak. I think it's more to do with or the combination um, of the colors here, and maybe that my eyesight is not as good as it has been. Gonna put this here. And I think for every generation, Ola, that we are getting better and better at educating our young ones that things that I don't have to take everything for face value. Especially when it comes to animal welfare and all that. Mm. It's a balance, I know, because you also want your kids to apply to your rules, and they have to learn that there are rules in the society they have to, comply to, because otherwise they can't live here. But still, I think it's doable. I think you can actually find a good balance in it. The colors I'm putting in here, they are a little bit like confetti with diamond painting, because it is a bit like they're only one stitch every time. Like, it's not like I have 4 in a row. It's just one stitch, and then I will jump to another position and do one stitch. Yeah, you do get wiser the older you get. Of course you do. Hopefully, hopefully, not everyone does that. I will say, not everyone, but hopefully you do. Hopefully you will learn of your experience and you know go with that. So I've actually been gaming today, PlayStation. I am not a part of the Palia family because my computer and Palia, no, but I am getting more and more into Genshin, which is I play it on my PlayStation and our PlayStation. It's to me being a noob gamer, everything is almost like the first day. It what I like about that game is that I can actually run around and solve some tasks myself, and I can move on in the history, even if there's things I don't want to do. I will still be moving on. It will take a bit longer time because I will have to go a detour to get the same kind of rewards or XP or whatnot. But to me, it's worth it because I am not good at all that, and I really feel it in my bones that I'm really behind on a lot of things here. Um, and then I'm like, there's also things I don't feel like I have the skills for as a human in order to how when I look on how quick I react and stuff like that. It's not I'm not that fast. Mm, oh, I just need to focus here. I just don't get sidetracked, Peter. Don't get sidetracked. Oops. Okay. The things I can do with my right hand and things I can't do. Doing cross stitch with my right is not a good enough. It's not a good option. It's just not. Mm, there we go. I hope you can see just a bit of what I do without it being too much shaky, I think. I do admit it's a bit easier for both parts. So. Speaking of food, I'm watching a series on Netflix called Somebody Feed Phil. If you are a food person, that is a series you need to see. If not for anything, just to see how much a man actually can eat. I am so impressed that he's not a 600-pound person, because I know he's not eating everything by himself, but it's just the sizes of the portion he gets sometimes, and then you go for a dessert afterwards, you're gonna be crazy. But yeah, but he's really funny, and he actually are visiting some very very exciting places. I really like watching him. In the beginning, his parents are part of it, and he's calling home and telling how what's going on and stuff like that. Unfortunately, they were very old people, so I think it was between 2 seasons that they died. So now he just has like a joke for, I can't even remember what his dad is called, but it's a joke for his dad. I think I'm just gonna pop this out here for now. Oh, maybe I should just, no, I'm gonna do the rest up here. It's gonna be okay. So, and he goes all around the world. He has been in Denmark a couple of times, and he's been to South Korea, and yeah. So it's a good series. And he, as I say, he eats a lot of different food, and he's not afraid of tasting food. So I think that it's a 7 season series. You know what? We're gonna have chicken and salad, but actually, I'm more into pizza now. Well, now that's your fault. I'm gonna blame you later if we, that means me, are changing my mind and we're gonna have pizza instead of chicken. I'm gonna blame you, Ula. You know that? Yeah. I'm gonna say it's because she was talking about pizza. So Ulla's just got her table clean, so she's all ready for a new picture. So what's gonna be on your table now? What is your new project gonna be? I love starting on new pictures. It's like almost like, I don't know, when you start some get new clothes or it's just I just love it. It's with two birds. My dad saw it and said, "What are you gonna? What he was going to pay? What? Yeah, what he's going to pay for it? He really liked it, but I'm gonna give it as a present. Of course you are. It's with two birds on. Is it with the two songbirds? Is it a DAC first? Is it DAC? It's from a Danish shop. It's actually one of the first pictures I bought, so it's really bad quality. Oh, ew. I'm sorry. How big is it, Ulla? I know, and you feel like because you bought it, you really need because you put some money in it, you need to do it right. That's how I had felt like with mine. The ones from the Danish shop was like, I already paid for them, so I really need you know, to finish the picture. 50 by 40 now. Okay. So it's the size can be okay. So is it with round or square drills? I guess it's from 5 diamond when you say Danish shop. That would just be my guess. It was round and I started January, but I got it quickly put aside because it was too bad to work on. But my father really wanted, so I will do it for him. Yeah, oh, that's bad. because if you feel like it's bad in the round drills, then it's really bad. I think it must be really bad because usually the round drills are a bit either bad. They tend to be a bit better quality and a bit more forgiving. So even if they are a bit, uneven in size and stuff like that, the round drills, there's a bit more space for them to move around. So it must be really really bad then. But yeah, I mean it's a bit of his. If it is from the one, it could. I don't know where he bought it. Oh, it's the print that's bad. But couldn't you find another one for him and then toss that one? I mean, find one from the AC with birds on. Because they have, as I recall it, they have not small ones, but they have medium size in with birds. And just tell your dad how it is. Because there are several on DAC with small birds on. And that's actually, I thought that was one of those. You have thought of that? Yeah. I would do that for sure. Mm, mhm. See if it's there. The one I'm thinking of. That was not a small one, Pia. It could be. Yeah. Zoom out further. It could be something like this. Um, I think actually I have one that, or maybe this one, or maybe like this. This one is called Joys of a Spring and it's with round rails. It is a 55 by 73, so it's the same size as the what do you call it? As the songs on the cherry tree. Oh, I don't know. This is a 60 by 42. So this is like in the nature with birds, songbirds on. Yeah, I think you should do that because it's I do get why you want to do it, but on the other hand, it's and of course there's also this one. It's like on the farm. It's landscape. It's a big one, but So you there's enough you can choose from, I think. Books and books. Oh, stop. I thought there was one, but that might be because it's a Christmas one. Then I just gotta see my wish list. Why can't I do that? Mm, I was thinking I do have. I wanna have this one. The new one from Men's Banquet. I want that one. Jesus. Yeah, I think. Oh, why can't I find that one? I get sidetracked all the time. Most of the ones I have in my wish list is like get notified. Okay. Mm. I have 130 on my wish list. Maybe I should do a bit of sorting out at one point. Okay. Um, I thought I had, but I don't. Hang on. No. Oh, I I did have them. It's because I bought them. This is a 50 by 68. And it's one of my favorite artists, Donna Gelsinger. Um, so I really like that. So yeah, I think you should go and see. There is a lot with the birds. And then towards the other one, because it's not worth it. Let me tell you, it's not worth it. You're gonna because you have been working with others, and I mean you already put it aside once because of the quality. So you have already decided that this is not a good quality. So you're not gonna be. It's not gonna be more okay just because you try one more time. So I think it's my best advice. Also because it's not like you have um, a enormous amount of resources. You have limited resources like I do, so use them well. But because people has been asking me about five diamond, and I'm like, to me five diamond, I use them for accessorize. I want quick because I want them now. Um, Other than that, I'm not using them, and the reason why I don't want to use them is because I feel like it's a hit or miss. Sometimes you get an okay quality, or you can be lucky that the picture you get is okay, but it's never like you know what you're getting. And the hit and miss is even bigger if it's one with squares. I think I feel like so. So when people are asking me, I'm like, I'm not gonna not recommend it, but I'm just gonna say it is a chance to take. And it is one of the reasons why I buy from DAC is because I always know the quality, and the minimum of the quality is always really high, you know. So I already know that it's gonna be good, whatever I get. And I also usually say that if I don't if it was something I did every now and then as a thing I would do over a weekend, and I do it once a year, maybe because it's Christmas, and I would do some Christmas decorations or something in that way. Then I would just use whatever pen is in the kit. I wouldn't you know be so tied up in all rights and all that. I would just be, and it would be small things I would do. No, you're right. But you're right. When you're used to good quality, you really don't want to use time on bad things. You don't. You really don't. So So, but I use a lot of hours on doing diamond paint, and you know, it to me it's like I would never buy if I'm of the all the blankets I made when I knitted a lot. I think I made no, I didn't of all the blankets. I did of some of the first shawls I bought. It I think one of it was some really cheap yarn, but the rest of it was good quality yarn because I was like, I'm gonna use a lot of time on this. Of course, I am going to, you know, pay whatever it costs. I'm just trying to figure out where to go next here. Okay, I think I'm gonna let it rest here. Just gonna put this up here, and this one I'm gonna take here. Okay. So where I am with my cross stitches, when you do confetti on the diamond painting pictures, when you do it with this one with the cross stitch, it's not gonna look much. It's not gonna seem like a lot. Whoops, sorry. It's not gonna seem like a lot because it's actually just that one I did today and a little bit down here, but that's it. But I used a lot, like 3 or 4 hours on it, so it's not like you know, it just to say that you can actually do a lot without it being very notable until later on. Okay, so don't give up if you're doing cross stitch and you feel like, oh, nobody can see how much how many hours I actually used on this. They will, suddenly they will, for sure. I think the last 30 minutes I want to knit a bit, uh, just because it is a bit more relaxing for me, and I'm getting a bit, you know, I'm losing focus if I get too tired in my eyes. So I'm just gonna do this, and then we're gonna knit and chat on the last part here. Oh well, we're gonna have chicken. I can smell you already started food. Can I have this? I don't even know if I have this in this. Usually I would be taking it out, but yeah, can't be that. I would take it off the hoop tonight if I'm not gonna, either when I'm done working on it, or if I'm not gonna work on with the hoop, I'm gonna take it off and put it in, because then it will be for a while before I work on it again. So just to prevent it to be dusty and all that, I put them in Ziploc bags. My cross-stitch projects, in between. one of the few things that Steeler and I are not having in common is the choice of either crochet or knit, because she is crocheting and I'm knitting. I'm not a friend of the crochet hook, and she's not a friend of the knitting pins. So with a lot of things we have in common, but that thing there is not a thing we have in common. However, I am trying to do a bit more crocheting because I really want to. And I think it's getting better. So probably it's just something getting. You have to get used to it. So I think it's just because whatever choice you that is natural from the get-go is the one you will learn mostly. And I think because the way I learned, I was taught how to knit, I felt it was so strange and awkward, like the way I should hold the knitting hook and all that. Plus that it was just, I just got it with the knitting much more with when I look at a crochet recipe for how to crochet, I am so lost in like within 5 seconds or so. But when I've been doing it with the knitting pins or the knitting recipes, even though it's a completely new thing, or it's something with a pattern or something, it doesn't scare me at all. I know exactly what they are talking about, but when it comes to the crochet, I'm like, okay, and the way they do the explanation anyway in Danish, I'm almost lost by instant and like, okay, I can't. I think maybe it's because I want to do too much too fast. So the one recipe I'm doing now is like this is a towel for my bathroom, and I'm doing a crochet towel too for the bathroom. This is like a much thicker version of, really has a really thick, nice. The other one is a bit more rough in the edges kind of thing. So this could as well maybe this is more for, to replace some of the ordinary towels out there. Where the one I crochet is my makeup towel, in that sense that I really love having a towel that's only me using, so I know what it's been used for. And it's not like in a household where there's only 2 people and I mainly are the one that is using it, the toilet, but usually, because we do have visitors and guests and things like that, so just it is a bit like, funny enough, it's very natural for people to take the one that is looking like a towel and is like hanging there as the first one. They will take that, the smaller one that is like hanging on top of a what do you call it? A rope, morning rope. They don't use that one, so. So I do think you should do that, Ulla. That would be my advice, and then give the other one the boot. And to be honest, I think that your dad will love whatever you do from Diamond Art Club much more, because he does not. I mean, he probably does not know that there's something even more beautiful exists out there. So. Oh, my husband, he has been, he's starting dinner, I can smell it. He started the oven for the chicken. Ulla says, I didn't know there were better quality the first time I started diamond painting. So she came to my page and saw that there was something better. Yeah, amazing. That you found out by looking at my page. I think it was nice. And I think it is, I think it is the thing is that you don't know better. And that is like the issue, I think. That it's becoming a jungle. It was a bit more easy in the beginning because there wasn't that many choices, but today it's really a jungle. Um, and it gets harder and harder to be like um, just by glancing at a picture to see, well, is this a copy or not. There are certain of the artists that that have contract with, for instance, DAC. So if you see them at a Wish site or some of or Timu or whatnot, you know that it's going to be a copy and it's going to be illegal. It will be stolen art. But I think the way that Timu and those company they do their marketing and the branding is so aggressive, and I do get why people be like, oh, but everyone else is doing it, because that's how it appears, like everyone else is using Timu and they are so good and they sell so much, and um, but I'm like, yeah, from one perspective they're good, but I don't feel like it. I don't feel it's a safe choice. I feel like it's a buy, but I don't know what I got in that buy. I know what it looks like I got, but I don't know what I paid for on top of what I got. That's what I want to say. Um, and that I mean that Timu is to me like a Chinese company that is spreading, and you don't know the full thing behind it, and that's the one thing that Danish people the Danish people want to know the whole truth. We don't like to get conned, which is frequently tried upon us. Mm, how long have you actually been diamond painting, Mula? Oh, look at that. So, the plan for next week is I'm going to start my song on a cherry tree. It is May 1st, Wednesday, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do it when I stream on Thursday. That's when I'm gonna start working on it. Up until then, I'm gonna work on siblings and try to get as much done as possible before I hit Thursday. We will see how far I get. So, what else? Then I'm gonna do some of the masters. I usually do 2 events a year, but this year I want to add another event. I want to do some of the masters, and because of that, I have unboxed the picture I'm gonna do. Uh, the event runs from June 1st until July 31st, and you don't have to come with a picture that is completely new. You can come with one you already started on, and you don't have to finish. You can work as much and as long as you want to. It's just that the deadline for the giveaways and stuff like that will start June 1st and end July 31st. So yeah, and of course it's gonna be one of the old masters you have to choose a picture from. There are Alphonse Mucha is on DAC. If you want to get something, fast, and that can be a choice. So yeah, so I'm gonna do that. I'm starting. I have unboxed Summer today, Alphonse Mucha, and I'm gonna work on that for June 1st. Depending on where I am, just in general with my diamond painting, I was thinking of maybe do the Sakura Festival, like to supply on it, but we will see if it's too much or. So, and yeah, Wednesday it is National Union Day in Denmark, and therefore there's a lot of people. Most of them are blue collar people that are having the day off, and so is my husband. So we are actually getting an extra day together this week. So we will see. That is unfortunately exactly the day that I have to go to the office. So, but it could be something where we could eat some lunch or maybe something in town together. We will see. Or maybe I'm just gonna go to work and be like, oh, but I don't have to focus too much on going home at a certain time because I know my husband will take care of the dog. So yeah. I will do a bit of cross stitch, I think, or I'm gonna do some diamond paint today. I like to do something right after I have finished dinner, funny enough, and then I will be relaxing and chilling out, and then go to my table later on. So let's see. Gonna finish this row here. Like that. So I was thinking because it's gonna be something where the towel. First of all, I thought like the towel should be this way, but it doesn't have to. It could go on the like diagonal. But if I'm gonna do straight, I think I'm gonna go with this color, and I have like this much left of the scheme, and then go with this color as a supplement to it, so I'm sure that it's gonna be long enough. So I think I'm gonna go. That's what I'm gonna do, and that thing I think it's gonna be beautiful with those two together. So knitting is just more me, I think. So, but yeah, we're all different. Thank God. I am going to say thank you for today, for all the. Your dog is sneezing. I am going to end the stream and say thank you for all the support. I am a bit tired in my head, and yeah, it is what it is. Oh, he's kissing you. Oh, he's pooping you. Oh, that's so cute. So cute. There's not much. Usually I would be like packing things up and moving things around, but there's not that much today. I didn't get to eat my banana. That will be later. So, who did drag all of these things in here? Jesus. I'm just gonna put this in the other room. Hang on. I'll be right back. Okay. Thank you for keeping me company today, and thank you for my moderators. I appreciate your help so much. If you're watching this on a vlog, thank you for watching it. I will try and remember to put it up on my YouTube channel as soon as possible. It wasn't you. Well, I think it's just something you say because you're scared of being blamed for everything. What's happening? It's like it's something you say every time I'm asking. Who did this? Not me. Take care of that, and thank you for everything. I hope to see you Thursday next week with a brand new diamond painting. Songs Under the Cherry Tree. We can just put it on here. This is what's going to be about next week. Hope to see you there, and you can see how I start a picture up and all that. Take care of that. See you soon. Have fun. Bye.